You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself.
I've had a few more thoughts on Superman 2025, and let me run this past you. But first, let me tell you what characters are in it. And really what I want you to think about is the extent of the development of character that we learnt in that film. Superman, what journey did he go on, and do we know him much better as a character? Lois Lane, Lex Luthor, Supergirl was in it for about 2 minutes. Hawk Girl, I genuinely don't know what skills Hawk Girl has. I never even heard of her until this film. The film told me nearly nothing about her. The Green Lantern, I'm familiar with the Green Lantern, but I don't really know him that well. Did this film do anything at all in order to establish them as characters, so therefore they have some interest in their film? That's a yes or no. Definitely no for me. Metamorpho. I didn't even know his name in the film. I just had to look it up online. Okay, well, I guess now I know. Mr. Terrific. I never heard of Mr. Terrific in my life. And this film makes me a fraction more aware of what he had to offer now than I knew before. All I could see was that he was seen to be sitting down in a chair similar to a Charles Xavier. But because I feel that I know Charles, I can let him off with it. But not some character that has insufficient introduction, and I can say that for absolutely everybody. And I guess the one character I missed out is a damn dog, which is another story in itself. My thought is, you know how usually for films the better advice is not to watch the trailers? Well, for this film, for them to drop you in the middle of a part 2, 3 years after Superman is Superman, I think should have a trailer which just focused on Lois Lane, Lex Luthor, Hawk Girl, Green Lantern, so you get introduced to it at least a little bit before you sit down in the cinema. And it's either that or what eventually happened, which for me still, I don't know anything about these characters. And that is what is wrong with this film. Now, if they'd have thought ahead, then they could cheat straight to part 2 and then you pick it up and you either watched the trailers or you didn't. Or after the film, you watch the trailers to understand it a little bit better. Oh, that's Mr. Fantastic, and maybe they did give me a run through of what he can do, and let's go fourth wall. Maybe in the trailers there are bits they don't even include in the film, which gives you a bit more background about those characters, so they have more relevance for the film. What I'm really talking about is having a little bit of smart insight in their marketing in order to overcome things which would probably address most of the negativity they're getting from a lot of reviews. Now, I know a lot of people love that film, and I'll never know why. Look at my full review if you want to get my take on it. And everybody's entitled to their point of view, and I love that kind of debate. And that's what I love about art as well, is that you look at a piece of work and you take different things from it, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's fun, and two-way conversations are always interesting, and maybe there's something you take from somebody else's point of view and we're still friends and all that kind of stuff. All is good. Let me know in the comments if you think if they had any sense, they would have done something like what I suggested, or maybe you've got a different suggestion which is even better. It's not going to be any worse than what they did. AKA employ me to have an influence in your marketing. And how much more money would you be making with somebody with a little bit of foresight, even if it's not me, who can take this thing forward? Because at the end of the day, we are all fans and we just want to enjoy film. And that happens too infrequently these days. There's a lot of money invested in Superman, and it needs to pay off for you and for us as fans. So let's get our act together. Let's do a better job. Let's have some more smart people in the room making some decisions and putting forward ideas. Yes, James Gunn is a creative and he's an amazing director, but not necessarily on this project. Not for me. Let me know your thoughts. That is Steve, and I'm out.